Earlier today I was patrolling in the park, right, and it was a beautiful day. So I was just walking around, minding my own business, and then, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this kid runs up and he shoves me, and he yells, "Tag, you're it!" And I'm like, what the hell? What is this, some kind of game? So I start chasing him around, and I'm putting on the burners, right, because this kid is fast. And he's running around, he's giggling, he yells, "You're never gonna catch me!" And I'm like, oh, when I catch you, I'm gonna beat your ass. So then, we're running around all over the park, and then he trips and he falls in a sandbox. And I'm like, oh, I got you now, you little bastard. And then, he kicks sand in my face. And I'm like, oh, you're not gonna kick sand at me. So I punch him in the face, and I'm like, "Tag, you're it!" And then he starts crying, and then his mom runs over, and she's like, "You just punched my son in the face." And I'm like, "Yeah, I did. What are you gonna do about it?" So I throw her on the ground, and I start arresting her, and then all these people run up with their phones out, and they start taking videos of me, and I'm like, that's not good. So I start throwing haymakers. I start punching everybody there who has a phone, and then I take all their phones so there's no evidence of what I did, and I run away. So yeah, that's why I punched that kid today.
Well, I guess if that's the only kid you punched in the face...
Wait a minute, I did punch another kid today.
What you did? Why?
Don't worry, it wasn't your son, but you gotta hear this. This one's even worse. So I run back to my house with all the phones I stole from the people at the park, right? And I throw them down on the counter, and I'm like, "Honey, sell these phones on eBay, because we're gonna need the money for all the lawsuits we're about to get." So she asked me where the phones came from, and I said I confiscated them from some criminals. She goes, "Okay, well, I made you some pizza rolls for dinner." So I start jumping up and down, because I love me some pizza rolls. So I grab a handful of them, and she's like, "Careful, honey, those are hot." And I'm like, "Shut up, bitch!" So I start shoving those pizza rolls in my mouth, right? And then, my mouth is on fire. Those pizza rolls are boiling hot. They're burning the crap out of my mouth. I mean, they burn the roof of my mouth so bad, I got a little piece of skin that's hanging down, and I keep playing with it with my tongue. It sucks. And then my wife has the audacity to say, "I told you they were hot." So I throw the plate at her. I'm like, I know what I did wrong. You don't have to tell me. I should have listened. I know, shut up. So then, I'm in a bad mood, right? And then, I hear the doorbell ring, and I'm like, uh-oh, this must be the angry mob from the park. They want their phones back. But it's not. It's just some Girl Scouts selling Girl Scout cookies. So then I open the door, and they say, "Do you want some Girl Scout cookies?" And I'm like, hell yeah, I want some Girl Scout cookies. Shut up. Why am I even here? Take my money. So I give them a 20, right? And then, you're not gonna believe this. The Girl Scout says, "Okay, your cookies are gonna be here in 2 to 3 weeks. I'm like, what the hell? What kind of Ponzi scheme is this? Are you even really a Girl Scout? So I punch her in the face and I take my money back. 2 to 3 weeks for cookies? What is this, the new iPhone of Girl Scout cookies? I'm not gonna pre-order cookies. That's ridiculous. I could order cookies on Amazon Prime and get them faster. So I go to the store and I buy myself some Chips Ahoy and I'm happy. So I sit down on the couch and I'm like, 2 to 3 weeks for cookies, my ass, I say as I shove a cookie into my mouth in anger. And then I hurt myself because I remember I already burned my mouth on the pizza rolls. So now my mouth hurts and I hate that stupid little piece of skin that's hanging down off the roof of my mouth. Just, God, I hate it. Anyway, that was the second kid I punched.
So you only punched 2 kids?
Yep, just 2 kids. I mean, a whole bunch of adults at the park who had phones, but just 2 kids, and none of them were your son.